Good afternoon. Today is the 4th of December and here we are at Ewbank's auctions once again near Woking in Surrey to have a look at their December classic and modern cars sale. This is a classic and modern cars sale. I think some people were questioning that in the last video I did here back in October, but we've got some classics, we've got some modern cars. It's a mixture of both of them. There's also some Mortabilia as well, quite a lot of it actually, but we won't be looking at that. First of all, we've got this very rare car here. This is a 1983 Skoda Super 120L Saloon. It has been modified slightly, which you'll notice by the wheels and the badge on the back and badge on the grille. But actually, it's quite an original car. Estimate on this is about £3,000 to £4,000 actually. You don't really see too many of these around. There are some sort of minor imperfections and things like that there you can see. Most of the paint's actually original. The only thing that's been repainted is this face on the boot lid here. Actually, no, it's not really the boot lid, is it? That's the engine compartment lid, but just the bit round number plate's been painted. Apart from that, it's actually remarkably original. I like the wheels on this. They're non-standard, of course, but you don't see too many of these. This car lived locally to here in Surrey for most of its life, and a couple of friends, I think, a couple of brothers maybe, actually recommissioned this car and made it look fantastic. So I hope you'll enjoy that. Let's move on to the next lot. Now, most of these cars, unfortunately, are locked like the Skoda. There are a couple that I've been informed are open, so we'll go into those, but most of them are actually locked, which is a bit of a shame. One of them is this 2002 MGTF 135. This is in trophy blue. Estimate on this is £1,300 to £2,500. Looks pretty good actually. Obviously, many of you on my channel will know that for many years we were an MG Rover themed channel. It's done about 80,000 miles for MOTs until February 2025. Yeah, it looks good. Obviously, with these you've got to check if the cam belt's been done. Yeah, this has had a replacement cam belt and water pump, which was only done 2,000 miles ago. Head gasket hopefully is okay too. But yes, not a lot of money for some open top fun. Apologies to the wind noise viewers and the background noise from the A3, and there's not much I can do about that. 2014 Lexus IS 250 luxury specification. This car's only done 39,000 miles. It is unfortunately from a deceased state, which is a bit of a shame. But it's actually got an MOT until October 2025 with no advisories. This is the kind of thing that we very much like on the channel view. Is the RC300H that I drove recently was good. This probably is better. We actually get in the back of this one. I mean, I would like that for myself, but unfortunately it's estimated at something like £10,000 to £12,000. So yes, we probably can't afford that one, which is a bit of a shame. Next car. Back on the classics, and obviously one of the quintessential classics in fact. This MGB, I think it was actually here last time in October. The estimate on this is £4,300 to £6,300. Quite a late one, it's a 1980. It's got the silver seats in there. It looks actually pretty good. This car has had £8,000 worth of mechanical overhaul. So far less than the money spent on it. We've got the correct seats for the year, correct steering wheel, all that sort of stuff. It's not perfect by any means, but yeah, I think that looks good. Right views, somewhere behind this Ford Model T, and I've put two flashes on, so hopefully this will work, is a 1977 Triumph Stag. You sort of see it. I've put the other flash from the other phone on as well. This car has a remarkable history to it. It's been in storage since about 1994. Paintwork on it is actually quite good. There's no rust on it that I can see. It comes with a hard top. Unfortunately, what happened is the lady who is selling this, she's had to go into a home, and her husband passed away about 30 years ago. This is his pride and joy, and he never got a chance to really sort of enjoy it for the rest of his life, and so she couldn't bear to part with it, didn't use it. And actually it's okay. It's hard to actually get any idea really of this in terms of the paintwork and things, but there's no rust on it. There's some blisters and things on it, but you could use it the way that it is. It's going to need a full recommissioning. It's going to need the engine work. It's going to need new tyres and everything like that. But it's actually not that bad. It's quite good. The estimate on this car is actually quite low. It's £2,200 to £3,200. There's already some bids on it online. The auction happens on the 10th of December, and it's good. I've driven one of these. It's automatic, like the one that I drove. It's going to be a bit difficult to get in terms of the interior and things, but the pictures are on the website. Unfortunately, the Model T is kind of blocking it in. But if we pass the Model T, we'll come back to that later. There's actually a hard top with the car as well, and that gives you some idea. Actually, the paint's all right. There's some sort of blisters and things on it, and some pitting on there, but it's actually not that bad. So there we go. That was an interesting explanation into the sort of deep bowels of a storage container. So lot 3007 is this 1999 Mercedes-Benz E240. This is the W210 Type of E-Class. It's an elegance. Estimate was £2,000 to £3,000. I'm just going to have a look on here to see what the mileage is, but first of all we can see the front wings on this aren't quite perfect. They're starting to go just at the bottom here. That's honestly not that bad really. Mileage of this is 41,000. It's a cloth interior, unfortunately, not a leather one, but some of you will prefer that anyway. And actually I don't think this is that bad. I think this is pretty nice. Unfortunately, this is another car from the deceased estate, which is a shame. The owner had to give up driving due to ill health. But yes, I think that's quite nice. I should get one of these on the channel, shouldn't I, at some point? Right, viewers, flashes back on for the Model T. This is a 1925. This car is 99 years old. As I was saying to Matt, who runs the car department here at Ewbank, rarity and age do not equal value, and this car is only estimated at £8,000 to £12,000. So if you fancy a Model T, here it is. You've got a current V5. It starts and runs. It's had refurbished trembler coils. So Matt's actually driven this. I mean, I'm not brave enough to drive something like this, but you know, some of you will be. Got all the classic Model T things like the pedals, which don't do what you think. One of those levers up there is actually the throttle for one of those. So yeah, I mean, it's very much been like an oily rag restoration. I think they call it stuff like this, but there you go. I wasn't expecting to see one of these in here, but there you go. It's got plates and everything. It's ready to go. Somebody who's brave enough to actually drive that, which unfortunately is not me, viewers. Next, something I think some of you are going to get very excited about. So 1991 Golf GTI Mark II big bumper model. The only problem with this car, and it is a bit of a problem, thank you autofocus, it is a bit of a problem, is that it's been put through an MOT after being in storage for some time. It was put through an MOT a couple of years ago, and it failed. Now, some of the reasons are quite obvious. I mean, we've got some corrosion, like you might need a new door, for example. I think some of it needs welding as well. You can see down there. Other things on there as well. I'm sure you can look up the MOT history or something and see exactly what it needed at the time. There is already a bid on this, actually, because you can bid online or you can bid in person here. A bid of about £1,200, I think, is already on this car. The estimate is about 2 to 4. Now, these have come down in value for some reason recently. It's not the best example. It has done 157,000 miles. But, you know, there we go. Some of you actually will prefer the car next to it, but we'll get to that in a moment. We're going through in auction catalogue order, which is why I'm doing it in a slightly weird way. Oh, viewers, I should have bought this myself when I was here in October. Old friend of ours, a 1993 BMW 530i V8. The estimate on this is now just £1,000 to £2,500. Someone's already bid £950 on this. We have got some problems with some of the paintwork. I mean, we're going to need that doing. This wing has been painted not particularly well. There is some rust on this rear arch here, which is going to need addressing. And actually, this front wing's not great. But if this car was in perfect condition, it might be selling for like £8,000 to £9,000. The grille has been very slightly modified. It's got a lot of sort of chrome embellishment on it. Mileage on this is 105,000, I think it is. This one's actually open, so we'll take a look inside. I'd personally prefer a leather interior. Some of you will prefer a manual gearbox. But actually, it's not too bad. I've got some wear on the seat in here. But there we go. If this was a different sale, I might be able to have a go in this. But unfortunately, what's happened is they're so busy here, they've not had a chance to prepare the cars for me to go out in today, so I'm going to have to not do that. And when I come back in about February or March, I'll be doing some of that. But that would have been fun, viewers, but never mind. We'll move on to the next lot here. Lot 3010A is this 1989 Talbot Express horsebox. It's actually a petrol one. Can you believe that? The Talbot Express was sold until 1994. It was a variant of a Citroen and Peugeot and Alfa Romeo design, but we now know is sort of Fiat Ducato. I think that name was used for this as well. There's a little bit of rust on this, but it's actually currently got an MOT. It's going to expire soon, but it has got an MOT, so you can drive this away. I mean, I'd be looking to address things like that if I were going to buy this. The mileage is only, it says it's only 32,000 miles. It might be 132, I'm not sure. But the estimate on this is really low. It's £1,000 to £2,000. And it's a horse box. These are pretty expensive things. Again, it's a sort of similar sad story to quite a few of these. The previous owner passed away and his daughter's selling it, I think. Which is, yeah, it's a bit of a shame to hear this sort of thing, but how many times do you get to actually see one of these? They're not common anymore, are these Talbot Expresses? So I don't know if these are a classic yet, which might be on the modern side here. This is a 2001 Mark IV Golf 1.6 SE. This is only estimated at £1,000 to £1,500. To be honest, it looks okay. MOT until August 2025. Have to sort out some of the condensation in there, I think. Bad bumper's not the best, but I suppose you could go, I don't know, to get a new one or paint it or something. Yeah. Just driven a GTI anniversary one of these. We're coming up a channel at some point soon. So, a lot of you will be thinking, does this car look familiar? And it's not the same as the one that I drove last year, which is the famous No Budget Reviews £100 Clio. This one is a 2004. It's a very similar specification. It's a 1.2 16 valve dynamique with 85,000 miles on the clock. Estimate on this is £800 to £1,300. MOT until November 2025. It's only done, yeah, 85,000 miles. What if the cam belt's been done as well? Again, if you're looking for a car with an MOT that's cheap to run for about £1,000, this doesn't look too bad to me. It's got a few more features than the one that I drove. Honestly, these aren't that bad. They're not the most powerful or possibly the kind of most desirable cars, but they do the job. So the cheapest car on this sale is this 1999 Vauxhall Astra G 1.6 SXI 16 valve. The estimate on this car, wait for it, is £300 to £500, and it has an MOT until August 2025, and it's done 79,000 miles. The Astra G is actually one of the most underrated cars of the last 25 years. There's no rust on this as far as I can see. There's some service history on here as well. The last service was about 4,000 miles ago. I know the paintwork is terrible on the front and rear bumpers, I know that. I know we've got a centre cap missing on one of the front wheels, but where on earth can you buy a car that's done this sort of mileage and has an MOT till next August for £300 to £500? Answer the comment section below. Next up, this is a 1993 Mercedes 190 W201 shape 1.8. This is a very, very late 190. It's one of the very last, in fact. Got mono wiper action and things like that. Being a 1.8 automatic, this will be quite slow. You can tell it's one of the last cars. We've actually got a driver's airbag in this. So the 1.8s were only introduced towards the end of the W201's life. And actually this one's only estimated at £1,400 to £1,800. Starting bid is £700. Mileage on this is about 142,000. Again, I don't know how cheap you want your cars, but this is very cheap. It's been looked after by a Mercedes specialist. I mean, it's not perfect or anything. Those wheels could do with refurb, and you know, the bumper corner on there isn't not looking great, but why not? That's quite tasty actually, albeit slow. Next we got this nice 2004 Porsche Cayenne 4.5 S automatic with a V8 engine. I drove one of these actually on sensible second-hand classics, or rather not very sensible second-hand classics. Earlier this year it was a gold one. Similar in specification to this, same interior. This one is estimated at £6,500. It's been entered by George, who actually invited me to come down to film here. He works with Matt sometimes. And yeah, it's actually ultra emission zone compliant. It's got an MOT till February. There's no advisories. I'm a bit scared of these 4.5 engines in terms of the bore problem with these, but this is actually fine. I can't believe how cheap these are at the moment. Okay viewers, something quite special here. This is a 1988 Vauxhall Astra GTE, and it does actually have the DigiDash, although unfortunately a lot of the cars are locked today. I can't sort of try and show you, but it does have it. The estimate on this is only £2,000 to £4,000. Now it's going to need quite a lot of recommissioning. It was actually an insurance write-off in 2000, but that probably is not relevant anymore. I really like the look of these GTEs. I think I sort of prefer this to the Golf, to be honest. That's just personal preference. You know, don't murder me in the comments section. It's just me saying that. The paint is as flat as anything on the bonnet, and you know, the door's not great as well. But this looks really, really solid. It looks really solid to me. Now it's going to need a fair bit of work, but that is superb. A lot of you will be very fond of things like this, and I certainly am as well. So we had one of these on the channel recently. This is a 2000 Mercedes SLK 230 compressor. Estimate on this is £1,500 to £2,500. It's very similar to the car that Stephen from Stephen's Four Wheels owns. That was a silver car. This is a blue one. I quite like the sort of natty period upgrade wheels he has on this. This has more standard wheels on it. It's all due to personal preference. Roof apparently works. Mileage is 88,000 on this. MOT until May 2025. And there's no rust on this. There's no rust anywhere. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. So yes, if you want more information on these cars, then look at that video, but looks good. So 2006 Ford Fiesta 1.25. One of the most popular videos ever on the channel was one of these. Again from 2006. This is a Z-Tech model. It's good like this. just like on the one that I filmed in, I think it was February 2022, the catch for the seat to get in the back is broken. Margin of this is only 73,000. The 1.25 Zetec SE engine is really good actually. You've got to look after them. Sometimes they can have coolant leaks and you've got to change the cam belt on them, but generally they're not too bad. I think that's a reasonable estimate between £1,000 to £1,500. Next, a 2005 Jaguar X-Type 2.5 Sport. I think these are all-wheel drive, aren't they? This needs new MOT, unfortunately, but it is dark green with a beige leather interior, and we've even got some wood. I do like a nice beige leather interior, viewers. Got electric front seats, got to be nice sporty alloys. Paint isn't the best in some places like here, but it's not very expensive, is it? If those sills are okay, which they might well be, yeah, someone's had to go at painting those wings and not turned out very well, has it? But yeah, if the sills are okay, then that'll be a interesting car, won't it? Something else we've got coming up on the channel quite soon on No Budget Reviews is one of these. It's a different one, it's a purple one actually. This is a 2007 Fiat Panda Mark III 1.2 dynamic. Estimate on this is £1,300 to £1,800. Again, we've got some paint fade on here, the lacquer's been peeling on the bonnet, lots of stone chips, it's not too bad. It's only done 68,000 miles, this car. It is a sort of pre-facelift one. The later cars have a different badge and a different grille and things, but I think this looks okay. These are actually really good little cars. They're really, really good. Rear bumper looks like it could do with some paint or something on this. But yeah, the MOT actually is for 12 months on this, till the 14th of December. So yeah, absolutely fantastic. Now, if I'd been able to drive these cars, we'd be driving this one and the one behind it. This is a 2004 Toyota Corolla 1.6 T3 estate. It's 140,000 miles. But these can really do the miles for these cars. There's a change of an engine. They're known for being quite reliable. This one looks like bodywork's in good condition. Estimate is £1,100 to £1,500. Could do with tidying the rear bumper up, but yeah, that'll be actually quite a good car. These estate models are quite rare. Something else that I'm unreasonably excited about, because I'm a very strange person, is this 2001 Mazda Demio. This is a 1.5 GSI, so it's got the more powerful engine. Mileage is about 132,000. Estimate on this is £900 to £1,200. So absolute no budget reviews. Someone has really had a very, very terrible time of polishing this bonnet. It's pretty awful. The only bit of rust I can see on this car, it's the classic place where they go. It's just here, just down there. Apart from that, it's pretty good. The rear here is faded a bit and things like that, but not a lot of money. They're actually really, really reliable cars, these. You can see this, that's the other side as well. That's only addressing, isn't it? They're very, very reliable. And actually, I think they're quite spacious. I don't know if there's got an MOT or not. Obviously, I would check that. And these are a cam belt engine, so I'd want that to be done as well. But interior is actually really nice on this. Oh dear, that's not very good, is it? Ooh. Yeah, just be aware of that, viewers. But again, I'd love to drive one of these on the channel, and I haven't quite made it yet, which is a shame. Next, we've got this 2000 Toyota Previa. This is a second generation Previa, say 2.4 GS with a manual gearbox. Estimate on this is not very high at all. It's £500 to £700. Starting bid is, I think, £240. So yeah, it's quite high mileage, but if you want a 7-seater for this sort of money, it has got an MOT until September 2025. That might be a sort of reasonable idea. It's had a new timing chain in it. I'd personally change those wheel trims if it were me. It's just my preference, but there we go. There we go, manual. I think the owner had an offer on this car from We Buy Any Car for £100, so they decided to put it into the auction. I know we've got some sort of parking damage on it and things like that, but for the sort of money, which is about £500, I don't think that's too bad. Next, you've got this 2004 R50 Mini Cooper. Estimate on this is £800 to £1,500. There actually was a bid of £800 already on it. MOT till November 2025. It looks actually quite good. The bodywork is alright on this. Just over 100,000 miles. Apparently pepper white with black panoramic electric roof and contrasting bonnet stripes. Full leather interior. I drove one of these back in the distant past in 2020, which belongs to Mr. Richardson from the Furious Driving channel, and I quite enjoyed it. It's not particularly me or anything, but some of you like these, don't you? Got another one here as well, but just to pause a second and get on the correct page for the catalogue. Skip forward a couple of lots to 3029. This is actually a more expensive one. Not only is this an automatic, I can't remember if this is a CVT or robotised manual gearbox in this. Somebody in the comment section could tell me. But this is a 2006 Mini Cooper Park Lane, so it's the special edition. It's got a lovely, lovely full leather interior. I quite like this actually, the bit with the piping and stuff. You can see it's an automatic one, and it's done quite low mileage. I think it's about 40,000. Let me just double check here. Yeah, 49,000 is on this actually. Yeah, I'm surprised actually these haven't quite got up in value as much as I thought they would, but they are, I suppose, quite old cars now. Last thing we've got here is a couple of Italian cars. One of them is this 1988 Fiat X1. It's not actually a Fiat, it's a Bertone badged one. They badged them as Bertones after 1985, I think it was. It's not a Grand Finale, which is the last of the line. This is a bit before that. This has been kept in France for many, many years, which explains the French plates on it, although it is UK registered. There is some work to do on this car. You can see straight away with that we're going to need some seat repairs on this car. Also, there is a little bit of rust in areas like this here, but the estimate on this is quite low. It had a lot of interest actually. The estimate on this is £800 to £2,000. I think it could go for more than that. It does need tidying up and finishing and things like that, but it's not too bad. It's going to need an MOT. It doesn't actually run at the moment either, so yeah, but for the sort of money that's being asked for it, I don't think it's a lot to ask. It's only done 53,000 miles. As I said, it's been kept in France for quite a while, hence the British number on French plates. I think that headlamp's going to need sorting as well, isn't it? A bit scabby there. So, final one we're going to look at is this 2001 Alfa Romeo GTV Twin Spark Lusso. Nice colour this. Beautiful, beautiful cars, these 916s. Now this car is going to need some paint. It's also going to need just finishing off. That's going to need a new cover. Got something here. Unfortunately, there's some damage on this side as well. Estimate on this is £2,700 to £3,500. I don't know the market for these Alphas particularly well, but yeah, I think that's quite nice. What's it worth? I don't know. I suppose you'd have to bid on it and find out. So not everything that's actually on sale is here. Obviously there's certain things like this we can't talk about, but that was Ewbank's classic and modern car auction, which will be held on the 10th of December. Thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, comment below. Thank you to Matt and George for letting me have a look around today, and we'll see you again very soon for some more incorrect information.